Khushi, just join that particular meeting ID. Khushi, do you have that meeting ID? Yeah, another just write down the meeting ID or old meeting ID because our free screen sharing is causing some, I can say, there's an issue of freezing screen. Can't see the screen properly. Meeting ID is M31. Maybe you have already M31 631 396. Did you get the ID, Nazar, or should I repeat? You got ID. Okay. Yeah, Khushi is connected. You can see the Khushi. I'm waiting for you. Nazar, you are not connected. Should I repeat the meeting ID? Yeah, you're not able to connect. What's your yeah? So, for different operating system, there is a different way to install Rush. Actually, not a different way. We need Composer to install Rush. Okay. What is a composer? First thing is that. What is a composer? A composer also a command line tool. Okay. With the help of composer, we can install different required library into our machine or into our server also. Okay. It install any particular machine. We can install composer on Windows machine, Mac machine, or Linux machine, any operator on any operating system. Okay, or in any server also, Windows hosting server or Nginx server, we can install composer. And what we do with the composer? With the composer, we just include the library, download the library, dependent library for any you can say for any project, for any dependency of module, for any dependency of project, our plugins. Okay. Basically, in Laravel also, composer is if you just this is outside of CMS. Laravel is a framework, MVC based framework. Okay. For installing of Laravel, we need composer. Why? Laravel doesn't install automatically. We have to just fire some commands. With the help of these commands, we can just download the library of Laravel and install them into our that particular machine or any server. Okay. So what is a composer? Command line tool for installing or enabling any particular functionality. Okay. Downloading online libraries, it will download that library and install into your system. So you can install composer directly on Mac machines or Linux machines. Okay, Nazar, did you get the point? Why we need composer? We need composer for Drush installation and we can install that composer directly on Mac machine or Linux machine. We don't need git bash, that kind of command prompt. But in Windows you can't install directly composer. Khushi, are you there? Yeah. So in Windows we can't install composer directly, so we have to install first git bash. Git bash command prompt. Okay, with the help of git bash we have to install composer, then with the help of composer we have to install drush. Okay, let me show you. Actually I have already installed and then able to you can say that deactivate or uninstall that things. So I will just show you the steps, simple steps, not to worry. And just try to understand and try to explore the information about the composer. If you are in development team, so you need that composer every time whenever you try to install the online library or dependent library for any for any our CMS or framework, anything we can install via composer. One second, maybe I have first. Okay, I didn't use this, didn't set the commands. You in the Windows you get git bash exe directly. There is a exe file, .exe file you have. Kushi, do you know how to install .exe file? A simple software file. How to install simple software? Yeah, .exe file. Did you remember? Do you know .exe? Simple software or software you have installed any software in your machine by yourself? You didn't install anything. You have installed Skype, no? Sorry, that TeamViewer. You have installed TeamViewer. What is a TeamViewer? TeamViewer is a software, and it just comes with a .exe file and some DLLs. Within that folder, there is some exe file and DLLs. Okay. So git bash, if you want to install that git, actually we need git bash for Windows only. Okay, na sir? For installing composer we need git bash first. So we have to install git bash. Git download SCM. This website will help us to install the git. For Windows we need for Windows simple, but what we have already installed git. Okay, it will, whenever you just redirect to this page it will just one second, I will copy this thing also, this link. Yeah, save file. So for future use you have the link. Okay, na Khushi? So what I have done, I have installed, taking time. So we have to, okay, I already downloaded it. Okay, let me just close it. I already have that file in my downloads. this one. I already have. Okay, Kushi. So I have to just double click on it. System. Yeah. If you double click on that particular exe file, you get this kind of setup. You have to just next, git bash, and select these kind of options. Means you have to on desktop icon and git bash UI and git bash command prompt also. Next, the first option. Okay, git from git bash only. Choose that first option. Next, check out let it be the first, no issue. Let it be the first, no issue, and enable system. Now if you click on install, then it will be installed. Okay, so I'm not going to install it again because I already have this setup. Okay, I already installed this setup. Okay, Kushi, did you understand what you have to do? Kushi, are you there? Okay, I'm just going to cancel it. Why? Because I don't need to install again. Then just go to any your drive and just click anywhere, um, and use just what I have done. I just click right click and git bash here. Use git bash here. Then you will get a command prompt. Whenever you just open that link, you will get a command prompt. Here you have to write some commands and all the things. Okay, so your git bash command prompt has been installed. Yeah, you also have one Windows command prompt cmd, but we can't install with the help of cmd. We can't install our composer, and with composer we can't install our drush. So we have to install that git bash. Okay, close it. This one, how we get that one? Right click and git bash here. Then you will get this kind of window. Now, what is the second step? Second step for installing composer. Okay, so you get exe for this also. What you get? Exe means for running that particular composer. It means how to run the composer commands. If you want to use the composer can only use by commands only, command prompt. So git bash will run composer command. Okay, and why we need composer command? Sorry, hello, yeah, Kushi, is there any issue? Okay, okay. Now, so for composer commands, we are going to install git bash. Okay, with the help of composer's command, we install drush. Now, next thing, actually, I have to Google because there's a different default search engine is there. Composer.exe we need for Windows, not for Mac. Okay. Here is exe. Yeah, if you click on this link, then you will get composer.exe. I already download that particular link. Yeah, You will get this file. You have to just save file, and you will get composer-setup.exe. You have to run that file. One second, let me just copy paste that link for Composer. And Composer also can be installed. Just double click on that exe. Okay, Khushi, are you there? It's downloads. Yeah, we have Composer. Just double click on that software file or exe file, then it will install Composer. Okay. Should not override, because if, yeah, this kind of window you will get, just click on next. This, there should be two options. Just use PHP 5.3.5 exe if you have checking your user proxy. Just let it be the same, don't change here. Click next, and if you click on install, then it will be installed. I already installed this one also, that's why I'm not going to install again. Okay, Khushi. Now for Nazar, actually you have to run some commands. Command line installation, run this in your terminal to get the latest version, latest Composer version. Okay, these kind of commands: setup.php, unlink composer.far, composer and setup. Or if these command will doesn't work, I think so that should be work. Is there any other? No. One second, Nazar. Actually, I can't show you the example because I don't have Mac machine right now. Mac. I don't think so. It will be any complication to install in that particular Composer. Composer is cross-platform dependent manager for PHP libraries. This article will explain how to install in any OS. OS X means any OS. Installing with the help of kernel also we can running Composer schedule MB. Now this is not also a good link. Installer, I think that one is how to install Composer globally using name PHP. No. How to install Composer? Nano bash. Is there any nano sudo mb composer for local zip? Yeah, this one I think so. Alias, first run the following command in the terminal. This one, this would to setup you already installed Composer in two-step process. If you would like to install globally, while you would only need to do in first step is you install local working directory on the first run this one, and that install. Next we have to be, one second, yeah, these two command I think so. These two command will work. First just run this command on your terminal. Okay, Nazar, I will just send these commands. Nazar, are you there? Mac. Okay, Khushi, just don't try these commands. These commands for Mac OS. if these two commands run successfully, then just use composer. Within your command prompt, just use composer and hit enter. So it will display the information of your composer. Okay, what version you have and different kind of details. These two commands. Okay, Nazar. Is there any doubt, Nazar? Okay, Khushi, is there any doubt till now? Khushi, I can't hear you. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now let's assume we have installed for if we are talking about the Windows, we have installed our Git Bash and Composer. And if we are talking about the Linux or Mac OS, so we have installed Composer through our terminal. Global Composer, install our Composer globally. Means Composer can also install local in any particular directory or for whole operating system also. Means you can use that Composer in any directory if you install your Composer globally. So these two commands will install Composer globally. Okay, as a global variable. Did you understand global, Nazar? Means from your system, any folder within your system, any folder, any directory can use Composer if you install Composer global. Okay. Is there some kind of hard topic or are you getting the points now, Nazar, Kushi? Yeah, if you try with yourself, it is easy. No issue with that. Installing a composer, installing just different kind of. If you understand about the composer, so you can install easily Laravel. Yeah, maybe I think maybe you have already tried to install the composer. If you tried the Zen installing or Laravel installing, Laravel installation. Did you try to install composer? Does it? No, you didn't try. Okay. So it is easy, no issue with that. Now, next, right now this is our Windows machine. If I use Composer, it will show you your version of PHP and different composer information. What kind of composer do you have? What version you have of Composer? Okay, whatever, just a composer command, nothing else. So it will display all information about your composer. So with the help of composer, now you can install, you can enable different library, you can download different libraries, dependent library of any website within any directory, because we have installed this composer globally, not local for any for particular directory. Okay, Khushi, did you understand? Is there any doubt you can ask me right now? Any doubt? Okay, so git bash, then composer. In Windows there is no issue because we have exe for that, but in Mac we have to run these two commands for composer. Then what we have to do, we have to install drush through composer command, through terminal. After installing composer, if you are using Mac system or Linux system or Windows, you have to run this command through your terminal. But in Windows, you have to run this command through git bash command prompt. And could you just tell me how we get git bash command prompt in Windows? We have installed git bash or not just now? Kushi, are you there? Yeah, yeah, just tell me how we open. Okay, right now it is open. Let me close it. Okay, now you want to run that composer command for installing Drush. So how you open? First thing is that how you open that terminal, git bash terminal. No, no, not Drush. Git bash terminal. That one means I already told you. Just right click anywhere and git bash here. Just use this option. Then there would be a git bash command prompt. Okay, how you open git bash command prompt? Now you remember, Kushi? Okay, if you don't have git bash installed in your system, then you will not get that option. Okay, just remember that thing. You have to install first git bash, or you install through the exe. You have the link, download that and install. First install in your system and use git bash anywhere in your directory structure. Git bash here. Yeah. So another, you already know how to open the terminal in your Mac machine. Okay. Now next is just there's two commands. Means you have to run either first one or second one for installing Drush. Okay. First one will install your latest version of Drush. Okay, let me show you what is the difference between the old version, latest version, and what is the requirement for that. Drush installation. Actually, starting link, just advertisement. Okay, this is documentation about the Drush. So this is the compatibility structure of Drush. Latest version is Drush 9 available. Okay, it is not related to Drupal 9. Okay, just forget about that. This is the version of Drush command tool. Okay, Nazar Khushi. Okay, yeah. If you install Drush 9, then it will support, means it can be used for Drupal 7 and Drupal 8. Okay, it can be used for Drupal 7 and Drupal 8, not for Drupal 6. Not for Drupal 6, not for Drupal 5, 4. Okay, if you install Drush 8, then it can be used for Drupal 6, 7 or 8. Okay, but minimum requirement, what is the minimum requirement? Minimum requirement is PHP 5.4.5, and if you install either Drush 9 or Drush 8, you have to install, already you need that Symfony installed in your system, because Drupal 8 is based on Symfony. Did you remember, Nazar? Khushi, we already discussed about the Drupal 8 briefly. Yeah, it is based on Symfony. So that particular Symfony language should be installed in your machine already. Then only you can install Drush 9 or Drush 8. So we will just try to concentrate on Drush 7, Drush 7, 6 or 5. any version we can install, because we have to concentrate on Drupal 6 or Drupal 7. And what is the minimum requirement of PHP version? 5.3.0 is the minimum requirement. Okay, now you understand minimum requirement of Drush and how you, what version for what version of Drupal. Kushi, Nazar, is there any doubt you can ask me? Kushi? Okay, so let's move ahead. Now, yeah, I already show you there is two commands. If you want to install Drush, a latest version, latest right now, what is the latest version, Nazar, of Drush? And currently, what is the latest version? Sorry, 9. Drush of Drush. Latest version of Drush is 9. Okay, they can ask you, maybe they can ask you, the interviewer, about the Drush version and what version is compatible with what version of Drupal. Okay, just remember that thing. Drush 9 is compatible with Drupal 7 and 8. Drush 8 is compatible with 6, 7 and 8. And PHP 5.5, minimum 5.5 needed for Drush 9 and 5.4.5 minimum needed for Drush 8. And Symfony also needed for that. Okay, but for Drush 7 we need only, it is available for only 6 or 7, not for 8. Okay, Kushi, is there any doubt? Is there any confusion? Drush and within Drush and Drupal, in between Drush and Drupal, any confusion you can ask me. Kushi? Okay, just tell me what is the latest version of Drupal. Sorry. Yeah, and Drush and Drush 9 compatible with Drupal. Which versions of Drupal means Drush 9 compatible with? Yeah, 7 and 8. And Drush 8, Nazar? Yeah, Drush 8 compatible with which version of Drupal? Yeah, okay. Now, next, let's move ahead. So, this command will install latest version. So, we are not going to run this command because right now we have PHP 5.3.5. Okay, that version. So, we are going to install Drush 6 or 7. Okay, you can use here. If you want to install just a specific version, then just use this command. Otherwise, use this command for latest version. Okay, Nazar and Kushi, is there any doubt? I can't run this command right now because I have already installed Drush in my machine. Okay, that's why I'm not going to just run. I can copy and paste there in git bash. You have to just paste, okay, and just hit enter, and it will install the latest version. But I don't want latest version because I don't have PHP more PHP 5, so I just use, sorry, yeah, I have downloaded. I didn't get your question. Means Composer, yeah, I will install Composer. That we have to install first. If you are using Windows, we have to install first Git Bash. That one. Then Composer. And why we install Composer? Because we can, without Composer, we are not able to run these commands. Why? Yeah, you can see here Composer global requires just slash just colon dev hyphen master. So we have to install first Composer, then only we are able to run this command or this command. Okay, second command. That's why we need Composer, and for Composer we need Git Bash for Windows machine. But in Mac or Linux we can install directly our Composer, and then we can run either this one or this one, any command. Okay, so after completing that particular command, how we check means our dress is installed or not. We can check using just status. Just use this command. Okay, one second. Just is a wrong spelling. Drush status. Take some time. A little bit time. Yeah, it will just show you the version. Yeah, one more thing. Uh, Open SSL for php.ini file. We have one php.ini file. We have to enable open SSL. One second, please be online. Alice, हाँ वो पांचों हो गए, वो डिटेल दिए जो पांच भेजे थे ना मैंने, वो हो गए वाले। हाँ, और उनका वो यूजर वाला किया था क्या? कल कैसे आओ? परसों से आओ। हाँ, फिर तो मेरे को लगा चले जाओ, फिर तो आराम से हाँ, कल कर देंगे। वो वही ना चेक, वो क्वांटिटी वाला ना। अच्छा, मैं और सुमन सर को बोल दूंगा, वो जा रहे हैं वो लोग। अगर सर कुछ ने वो पॉइंट पूछा था कि वो हुए वाले हैं कि होने वाले हैं करने वाले हैं। नहीं नहीं, लारावेल का क्या सीन था उसका? बग्स लगभग आधी हो गई है सॉल्व। आधी कल तक शायद हो जाए। हेलो हेलो, या नजर आ रही है? या okay. For just before running this command for installing the composer, you have to, if it is not enabled already, you have to enable this open SSL library, where within the PHP init file, and how you get the PHP init file, you can search. 1 second, I just have to take Kushi first in Apache. 1 second, actually there's two PHP files. PHP settings, yeah, this one. Search here, open SSL. Right now I have enabled that one. Okay, enable means just remove this semicolon before that extension, just remove that one. Okay, and restart your server, your WAM server or XAMPP server or MEM server, whatever you have. Okay, Nazar and Kushi, you have to enable that open SSL file. Then run this command and run that command. So I get the detail of drush. If I run this command, 1 second, ls, okay, 1 second, we can directly open this into our Drupal site. Okay, let me open that particular command prompt for our Drupal site. How we open? We have this one. Just right click on this folder and use git bash here. This is for Windows, okay? And for you, Nazar, you have to go to that particular directory using cd and ls, cd dot dot, or cd space the directory name. Just go to that particular directory. This is our Drupal website, let's assume. Okay, Nazar? Through your command prompt, just use just status. Again, then it will just display not only about the dress, about the that website also, means what version of Drupal we are using and different information regarding that site. It takes some time to load. Kushi, are you there? Yeah, so do you understand what I have done? Just open that command prompt for our Drupal site. How we open? Just right click on that particular website folder and the same option, use git bash here. Okay, git bash here. Okay. And I have run drush status, then there is a information. Now I have more information, okay, compared to our previous information. So I am using MySQL, Drupal version for this website, MySQL the database username, database name also, Drupal bootstrap, and different information. Drush version also there now in the bottom. Okay, so we have, now we can use this Drush for different tasks. Means for enabling any module, for downloading or and enabling any module, for removing any module, and for just clearing cache. Okay, there is there is a command. So cache clear, just cc all, it will clear all the cache. One second. Just cc all, it will clear all cache of our website. Another, just tell me how we clear all cache from UI, from user interface of admin panel of Drupal, how we clear all caches. Yeah. Kushi, do you remember? Sorry? Yeah, how to clear the cache? Yeah, exactly. Configuration, performance, and just click on clear cache. Then also we can clear all the caches. Right now we are cleared from the, actually my system is slow, that's why it's taking some time, and we have cleared all cache. Okay, so we get information after running that particular command, all cache was cleared, and there is a success or error message also. So there is a success message. Okay, Nazar, Khushi, now you understand how to use Drush, and there is some different commands also. We will see the command for enabling or installing any module, or removing any module, how we remove. Okay, but in our next session. Okay, Nazar, Kushi, is there any doubt you can ask me right now? And you have to install Rust today in your machine. Okay, I will just send this email. You have to install it in your machine. You have to try, and just try to search more command of Rust and run in your machine. Okay. Okay, Nazar and Kushi. So, okay, let's do one more thing. Kushi, did you install Drupal 8? Okay, okay, Nazar, just tell me steps how to install Drupal 7. How we install Drupal 7? Did you remember what we have to do? A major steps, just tell me. Nazar, are you there? Yeah, I'm just asking you how to install Drupal 7. Yeah, yeah. How to install Drupal 7? What are the steps? Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, exactly. So there would be an installation window. So we have to just follow some steps, just put the information about our database site name, that all the credentials, then it will be installed. So what is the important thing we need? A settings.php, okay, and files folder, and it should be a readable and writable permission, okay. This is the minimum requirement to install Drupal in your machine. So same requirement, same way, same process to installation of Drupal 8 also. So just today, first install that Drush, then try to install Drupal 8 in your machine and try to add some content. Okay, how to add? Same way, there is a option in menus. In admin menu, there is an option how to add a content. Okay, so that is your task. Install Drupal 8, install Drush, and create two menus, two or three menus using basic pages. Okay, in Drupal 8. If any issue, you can mail me. If any error or if you can't get any process or any steps, you can mail me. Okay, Nazar and Khushi. So that's it for the session. Is there any question, Nazar? Okay. Okay, so Khushi and Nazar, bye bye. Have a nice day.